brands took another dive today after quarterly sales figures showed yet another disappointing decline in domestic spending. There hasn't been such a tough business environment for almost 2 generations, with markets either collapsing or else completely saturated, heightened by increased competition and with no room for growth across major parts of the world.
All right, got it.
And yet, Asian markets are thriving and are currently valued at over $1 trillion. By 2020, Asia's global share will be 25%. By 2030, up to 40%. A near 3-fold rise in just 20
Can you get Gupta and Brian on the video conference for me? Gentlemen, the Dow Index fell again today. We're seeing a long-term trend that has serious implications for us all.
Well, we're trying to land bigger numbers.
And we've taken on massive austerity measures.
All the actions taking place in Asia, we've got to be part of this.
We need to find somewhere with a good balance between a conducive investment economic climate and a good track record.
Along with a transparent policy and political stability. What about Malaysia?
That could be interesting. It's a premier investment location in a major trading nation. It could fit our remit.
I need some hard data to help us decide one way or another.
Do you want me to round up the regional managers?
Please, no time to lose. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a rare opportunity to have all of us in the same room. Please, sit down. I'm going to skip formalities today and get right down to business. Our once dynamic corporation is in serious stagnation. Our current markets are being eroded at an alarming rate. We need to be proactive and to be in a place where we can operate with security and the future. That's why I've asked to have a feasibility study done about Malaysia. Gupta, over to you.
Could you initiate the demonstration data?
Malaysia. It's right in the heart of Southeast Asia. Approximately 5 hours away from our major markets. It's our gateway to the Middle East, India, and China. Total area, 330,000 square kilometers. Population, 29 million. Major ethnic groups, Malays, Chinese, Indian, Katazans, Ibans. System of government, constitutional monarch with a parliamentary democracy that is being led by a prime minister.
Good day, everyone. Even as a global economy status, Malaysia is bucking the trend and roaring ahead. Our economy is growing at over 5%, and we enjoy very low unemployment, low inflation, and falling levels of debt. Our economic transformation program has liberalized the economy, boosted the private sector, and supported strategic industries. While our government transformation program has cut crime, expanded infrastructure, and made government more efficient and responsive. The results speak for themselves. Malaysia is now firmly on the map as an even more attractive global destination for foreign investors.
Well, they've got world-class infrastructures, so much so that they have initiated a major economic transformation program and liberalized the service sectors.
Could you break that down for us?
There are 12 national key economic areas to boost the economy, which is the core to their economic transformation program.
What's the government's role in this?
They give prioritized support and prime ministerial attention and additional policy reforms such as removing barriers to competition, market liberalization, providing a catalyst for exports.
What about the repatriation of profits? What's Malaysia's take on that?
There's no restrictions whatsoever. We're free to move our profits back whenever we choose.
And And what about foreign ownership and placing our people in key positions?
Well, according to the information that we have, 100% foreign equity is allowed in the manufacturing sector and also in private investments, and we can just place our people in there to run it. They've set the right conditions for investors, and as additional reassurance, Malaysia signed binding investment guarantee agreements with more than 70 countries.
What about the IP protection?
Very secure. Malaysia is a member of the World Intellectual Property Organization.
Guys, government protection sounds fine, but what I want to know is who's really operating there.
Well, last time I checked, there were thousands of multinationals. You got Nestle, they've been there for the last 100 years.
Nestle Malaysia plays an important role to the Nestle Group, especially in the Nestle ASEAN operation. We have chosen Malaysia as a production center due to the country's strategic location, right at the heart of the ASEAN region. It allows our business easy access to all of South Asia and the rest of Asia. Because of its unique knowledge and expertise in halal, we have also established Nestle Malaysia as the halal center of excellence in the Nestle world. What began 100 years ago as a small company is today a billion-dollar business and successful in the heart of Malaysia.
I was sent a testimonial from MIDA's offices in Kuala Lumpur.
Let's take a look.
Malaysia is the largest and also the longest-serving offshore facility for Intel. We have a 40-year history in this wonderful country. MIDA, specifically, has played a key role in facilitating and supporting Intel's investment in Malaysia, enabling our growth in the areas of a high-tech assembly and test manufacturing, a world-class design and development center, and a global shared services organization supporting Intel's operations worldwide.
That's a major achievement. But how easy is it for multinationals to develop their own human resources?
The country places great emphasis on education, producing a workforce that's skilled and multilingual. There are over 900,000 students in higher education, and Malaysia promotes itself as an education centre of excellence.
What do you have on their infrastructure?
Infrastructure is one of the best in the world. The backbone and galvanizing force behind Malaysia's growing economy is supported with 7 major shipping ports and 6 international airports, all integrated by reliable rail and highways.
And telecommunications? What level are they at?
Well, telecommunications has had a massive impact on all our business, and Malaysia isn't new to it. With 2 satellites already up, they have the latest digital, high-grade fiber optic technology, giving it complete freedom and accessibility globally.
Have a good time. Oh, today.
And how is the lifestyle in Malaysia?
Oh, you'll be spoiled for choice. They have everything from top recreational facilities to lush tropical rainforests, diving sites, championship golf courses, to theme parks, and to long sandy beaches. The list goes on. They have high-end boutiques to luxury goods for shopping enthusiasts with world-class hotels. And as for the food, it's a major Asian gastro destination. And you know, speaking about dining, you won't have to worry about halal food because it's readily available from restaurants to supermarket chains.
Gupta, you mentioned something about their impressive design heritage.
Yes, well, Malaysian architects have designed and built visually arresting homes and rarely surpass commercial properties. And their bespoke construction teams have built iconic buildings all over the world.
I hear the MROs are expanding rapidly.
Very much so. It's already the world's 3rd largest maintenance, repair, and overhaul hub for the commercial aviation industry. And the government's committed to making it #1.
And what about shipping?
Malaysia has numerous domestic companies which are key to vessel maintenance and shipbuilding. They're currently focused on building small vessels, such as offshore supply vessels for the oil and gas sector.
Who are the major oil and gas players?
One of them is Petronas, a Fortune 500 Malaysian company, and foreign companies also have a strong presence.
How best would you describe the industry there?
The local oil and gas companies play a vital role as they're designing, building, fabricating rigs, along with laying deep water pipelines in various oil-producing markets.
Let's not forget that the petrochemical and oleochemical industries are the second largest contributor in the manufacture of Malaysian products, many of which are exported. As you can imagine, this attracts considerable inflows of foreign direct investment.
Gupta, you said you had some fascinating research about the health and medical industries. Is that correct?
Our data reveals that Malaysia has significantly evolved from manufacturing high-quality microsurgical gloves to a leading stem cell facility service provider. They also have a world-leading heart institute, and now they're moving into producing digital autopsy devices.
What incentives does the Malaysian government offer investors like us in terms of moving our high-tech operations there?
There are many other benefits we're looking at. Plus, English is the business language used by everyone. Let's take a look.
The potential of their infrastructure is clearly aimed at world markets. Now, that's progressive thinking. Who do we contact?
The MIDA offices are located throughout the world. They're happy to assist.
This is published by MIDA. It provides essential information about the cost of doing business in Malaysia. It has everything you need. This is the web address. You can download the book directly from the site.
I'm particularly drawn to the government's pro-business policies. I want to thank everyone for this excellent presentation. Let's start thinking cutting-edge business dynamics and not get left behind in the competition.
Malaysia, your profit center in Asia.